You know, Jimmy, this machine is interesting in that it's a Star Trek machine.
Shatner
Deluxe. No, there's a likeness. Of Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, but look at his belly.
Right,
I mean,
now somebody else gets up.
No, there's a no. Well, I was going to say that there is a likeness of Leonard Nimoy, and we got a fan letter from somebody in Beverly Hills named Laura Nimoy. So we're wondering.
We also got a fan letter
it's
for
too much of a
somebody
coincidence.
Frank Dragula.
Frank Dragula too. And you remember on the Munsters, there was the Munster coach, and then Grandpa had his own vehicle, which is a gold coffin, and it was called Dragula. So, you know.
Strange things are happening.
Whatever happened to Big Daddy? Ed Roth, remember him?
He's a born-again Christian.
Is he really?
Yes.
But isn't he still active in Hollywood on Slauson Avenue?
I don't know.
he could still change.
Sure ball.
My ball? Pat, you're much better at this than I am.
Where'd you hear about him being a born-again Christian?
Somebody told me in LA.
So, Jim, do you want to tell us about
The tour?
Hungarian pinups?
No, I haven't really seen it yet, but I heard it's pretty ridiculous. Hey, this thing doesn't work. Oh,
You're supposed to pretend that it does.
can I take another ball?
Just take his ball.
I'm gonna take another ball.
Right? Smack it real hard on the right, on the side. He said, fix it. Smack it.
I didn't.
Jim, smack it on the side.
Hit
Hit the side of the machine.
No, this flipper doesn't work. I'll tell you though. This is the same luck I was having in Las Vegas. I lost $150 there.
$50, Jim.
Well,
Have you forgot how to count?
You play a date in Vegas or you just stop by?
well, yeah, we played a date.
And we
gig and
stopped by.
Did a gig, then after the gig we went out.
We were at the blackjack table for about 6 hours.
Yeah, you never saw four more unlikely looking
Isn't
goons in a casino.
it the final irony of life that the day we get there, Sammy Davis Jr. leaves?
Right.
Well, there was plenty of good shows to see, but we got
Your
done
ball.
with our show too late to really go out and check out some, like Sam Butera and the Witnesses. There's some other good stuff happening. And Pat Cooper was there.
What was your favorite town on tour?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
And
Do they have a lot of stereos in Las Vegas?
I didn't know. They had a lot of lights. It's kind of like this one area in, I think it was South Carolina or Virginia. We had been driving all night long, and there was no, nobody really had any sleep. Very little sleep, and I was awake, and our driver was awake, and somebody else was awake, and we see a half a mile down the highway, blinking lights and a fire truck and stuff going on. As we got closer, we saw that there was a livestock truck turned on its side, and all these cars were there, and people standing around. As we got closer, we saw some of the livestock was still trapped in the truck. It looked like there might have been a fire, and some of the livestock, lambs and pigs and stuff, were hanging on the side of the road. Went down a quarter of a mile down the road, and past everything, the commotion and everything, there was one lonesome, huge hog. I mean, huge. Bigger than the five of us put together, standing there on the shoulder on the road, kind of frozen in terror.
It looks just like
Did you give it a backstage pass?
We were going too fast. It would have been a pleasure.
That was certainly one of our more surreal moments.
It was great because we were all weary and lacking sleep.
What was the worst date you had?
Oh, back in about '67, I went out with this broad. Oh no, you mean on tour? You mean?
Yeah, on the tour. With Lou.
With Lou?
Solo. I mean,
Oh, we can't say that.
The worst dates are the ones where they don't give us a bottle of Remy.
The worst dates are the ones where they don't honor the contract. The rider.
How old is this? This is not an old story.
Gotta be old. It's only one-legged.
so come on, so tell me what it's like going out on tour with Lou Reed, definitely one of your idols.
You could address
There was
that.
never an idle moment.
well, that sums that up.
No, it was a lot of fun, man. It was great. Talking to him about all the old songs, talking to him about his guitar playing, you know. He's a real nice guy. It's a great feeling knowing that somebody, like, you make a record and you've always been a fan of somebody's and then they like your record, you know. That's a great feeling.
So you got along with him? No problem?
Got along real good. He wouldn't talk to any press or anybody. but us. It was real cool.
So how did he break his hand?
I don't know. I really don't.
Lou is kind of a fan and aficionado of Harley Davidson motorcycles. I think that Lou hurt his hand in a motorcycle
Oh, is that what it might have been?
accident or something.
I think what really happened was that I told him he looked like Joe Piscopo, and he punched a brick wall.
Yeah, right?
He'll punch you next time he sees you,
really hates
man.
that.
You think he looks like Piscopo, Joe?
Why, somebody said that?
No, somebody told me to say that.
So how tough is it going out there on opening for somebody that doesn't necessarily want to see you there?
We got lucky. We ran into very little of that. And the overwhelming majority of the gigs, there was nobody there that was hollering against us, you know. It seemed like we had a lot of people out to see us as well. And Lou's audience was great for us to play to, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
Much more so than than other bands that we've opened for. You know? Much more so.
So did everybody know your material, or?
Yeah,
So-
that was the funny thing is that we were amazed in how many people actually knew the album, especially the song Blood and Roses. Just pleasantly surprised by the reaction.
You think that's MTV, or?
I think it's a combination of all the radio play and MTV, obviously.
A lot of cities we went to, the stations were playing our
Yeah,
records.
it's a combination of everything, really. So,
Wait a minute.
Thank you.
Need some more quarters?
Yeah. I thought they just automatically pop up.
Yeah,
He's a
when we were out
pinball
with the-
wizard.
When we were out with the Ramones, it was the same kind of feeling.
Watch it.
That was a lot of fun, you know. We were out with them earlier in the summer.
Such
That
a
was
simple
a
ring.
blast.
So what's it like being out on the road? Is it what you expected? Is it a drag? Is it a lot of fun, or what?
The hardest part is finding a hotel with a laundromat.
Just get used to
an
wearing
indoor pool.
smelly underwear. Aside from that, it's great.
What's the worst hotel you ever stayed in?
In Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati. Yeah, we didn't even stay there.
kind
Home of the
We
Rock
left.
and Roll Hall of Fame, huh?
no, that's Cleveland.
That's Cleveland.
That's
Sorry,
Cleveland.
Kevin. No, actually, the band is actually thriving on touring. I mean, we go back with you probably like 4 or 5 years now, going back to the 930 Club and all that. And we had always wanted to tour. Basically, up to this point, we didn't have a booking agency. We're in better spirits now, 4 months down the line from the beginning of touring than we were when we started out. So obviously, it agrees with us. You know, it's an opportunity for us to really get out there and let people hear what we're doing. So we're happy.
Everything else is kind of besides the point. If the gigs go well, then you're happy and you don't care about anything else. A good gigs makes the drive seem that much shorter, or the flight seem that much less rocky. And
Well, I don't know about the flights.
seriously, it is the gigs that are how it goes at the show. You know.
If we got enough sleep and the monitor's good, I'm happy. Yeah, looking at it.
And the laundry.
And the laundry. And the Remy.
All
and
the
the
rest
rider.
of the stuff. Once you go up on the stage, the adrenaline will take over. Anyway, so nothing else really matters.
So what else is happening? I heard you're doing Spin and Rolling Stone now.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Doing them? What are you talking about?
What do you mean, Kevin?
I heard you got stories coming out in Spin and Rolling Stone.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. And we did a video for Behind the Wall Sleep in Burbank, California, which should be coming out about 2 weeks. In
Hollywood.
Hollywood?
In Hollywood.
And
We like Hollywood a lot.
What's the concept for the video?
just a straight performance piece. We're just standing there singing the song. Supposed to
Same
be-
director?
No, actually, the director we gave the guy that edited Blood and Roses, the editor that wants to do rock videos, he wants to direct them. So he asked us about it. We sort of had a meeting of the minds. We talked about it, discussed it, and liked his point of view about it. And so we worked with him. We gave him a shot at it. So he directed that. And we're doing real soon a video for In a Lonely Place, and Suzanne Vega's going to be in that.
Good.
So we're doing that pretty soon, within a week, I think.
You know, I know that you, Pat, that you caught some criticism for sounding like Elvis. Have you listened to the new Attractions album, the new Elvis Costello album?
I did hear it, and I like it. I think it's real stripped down. It's real
I think
basic.
it sounds a lot like the Smithereens in places.
I think he's been listening to our record.
Well, for one thing, he named his album Blood and Chocolates. What is that?
Yeah, you know.
I mean, where's
Actually, I mean, it's interesting to me that people like sort of our peers or people that are semi-legendary like Elvis, Elton John, for example, have probably heard the record. There was an article in the L.A. Times talking about how Elton, who is still an avid music collector, music listener, and record buyer, sent an aide to L.A. to buy a parcel, like a big box full of albums and cassettes. And he had the new James Brown album. He had the Smithereens record. So that, I mean, I get a kick out of that. And I saw the guy play in 1973 at the Nassau Coliseum on the Yellow Brick Road tour. So you know, it means something to me personally.
So now that the Lou Reed tour is off, what are you guys going to do? Pick up your old tour?
We see the Lou Reed tour and our tour. It was one entity. We do 2 dates with Lou, 2 of our own dates headlining, then 3 nights on with Lou, then 2 of our own headlining. So basically, we've been combining the best of both worlds. So we're just taking up the slack anyway. And even though there are only 6 dates or so left on the Lou tour, so we are doing our own dates, replacing those dates with our own dates.
So when are you going to be around in the area next?
At the. Where's Dennis?
Hi, I'm Charles Bronson.
My name is Charles Bronson. My wife Jill Ireland single-handedly ruined my career. I made many pictures. Mr. Majestic, From Noon Till 3, Death Wish 3. What other movies did I make?
Hard
Kevin?
Times.
You know, he's Polish. Bronski.
My name is
Real
Charles
Bruczynski.
Buczynski. I was born in a coal mining town. in Pennsylvania. In the old days, many people, most of them poor, frightened, helpless, old people, lived in the shadow of superstition. These people, many of them, did not know that such video programs existed in our society. In their own society, they are often considered quite beautiful. That's Sean Carradine. Doesn't sound like him?
Who's
was
your
pretty
favorite
good.
actor?
My favorite actor? Oh, gee, that's a tough one. Probably Jack Palance.
Yeah?
Yeah, Jack Palance. It's true.
Is it Palance or Palance?
Palance, it rhymes with balance.
How do you know that for sure?
I read it in a fan magazine.
Do you watch,
Didn't you go to
Ripley's,
school?
Believe It or Not show?
Believe it?
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah. The way he says "or not" is great.
No, that's been off the air for 3 years, Kevin. Where have you been?
I watch reruns. I got cable.
I don't know.
He's got cable.
I don't know.
Can you do
You've lied
Robards?
to us throughout our entire career, Kevin.
Robards from
You
St.
haven't-
Valentine's Day Massacre.
No, I can't.
Come on,
You do it. I
You
don't
do
know.
Robards. Go ahead.
I don't know Robards.
We've heard you do Robards.
What did I
In
say?
your sleep.
What did I say?
Talking about Bacall.
My wife, Lauren McCall, was an alcoholic like me. I never wanted to marry her. She liked me because I looked like Bogey. That sound like Robards?
Not at all.
We have any
better.
Do we have any viewers in Ohio?
Not yet.
Where does
This
this
is a
go out
great-
to, Kevin?
New Jersey.
It's a great burger joint
Hi.
in
So,
Ohio.
New Jersey. So what's it like being back home?
Well, it feels great.
This is really home, man.
Yeah.
You know, this place.
The Core Tavern.
I live in this pinball machine.
How long ago was the first date you played here?
About 4 years ago. Something like that.
How many
4
people?
or 5.
How many people?
It was always packed.
No.
We always had a great
Actually,
time.
actually-
Yeah.
When we first started playing here, when we first met you, there were more people then. And then that was around 83, I
then
guess,
they caught
when
on.
Beauty and Sadness came out. Yeah, and then they caught on to what we were really up to, and the crowds diminished. You know, they were cutting half.
No, what happened? The drinking age went up at that time. You
Yeah.
forget that.
That's true. Yeah, that's not us.
Because when we
It's
first started
drinking.
playing here, the drinking age was 18.
You know
And
what
then-
we should
What should we do?
let's say hi to our friend Uncle Floyd, who's going through all this.
Mr. Vivino.
I read
Yeah.
stuff about some stuffed shirt in the legislature is trying to get him off
Yeah,
the
he got
air.
dropped. He got dropped
He got dropped from what?
from New Jersey Network.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
He's coming
Bull
back.
crap.
It's all right. It's cable. He's coming back. He's not going to be on USA or Nickelodeon or something.
Well, that's good.
He signed a deal.
Great.
So you'll see Floyd nationwide.
How you doing,
soon.
Floyd?
The whole point of his show is to piss people like that off, so he succeeded, you know. Really. I mean,
So do you find when you go cross country that people are into the fact that you're from New Jersey? Do they ask you if you know Bruce?
Actually, we got a fan letter from somebody in California, and he said, when I heard you guys were from New Jersey, I was a little suspicious. You know, I think people are a little burnt out on the whole Bruce thing right now. You know, it's really, it's not anybody's fault, but it's just, you know, magazine covers all the time and delving into his personal life. So people are a little tired of it, much in the same way that people are sort of tired, I think, anyway, of Michael Jackson, you know, or Cyndi Lauper. You can be hyped to death, and the artist didn't necessarily want that or was responsible for it. It just went out of control once the media latched onto it. So anyway, a few people are wary of the fact that we're from New Jersey because of the Asbury Park, the supposed Asbury Park connection. But once they give the record a listen and they realize that those connections don't really exist, then we're sort of
Plus that scene was over 7, 8 years, 10 years ago.
more than that.
It's been a long time.
Have you ever met John Bon Jovi?
No.
I know Tico, this drummer, though.
Yeah.
No,
He's a
is,
great guy.
is he from Jersey too?
He's from Surreal, my hometown.
Do you know Tico? Isn't he from down there?
I don't know. I think he's like, you know, some Staten Island, Manhattan session guy.
Hi, Tico.
Maybe we'll have a Smithereens Bon Jovi show at Club The Name.
Well, you know, the
Or at the
rocker,
Arrow
the
Lounge.
East Coast rocker, formerly the Aquarian, now claims that Bon Jovi is the top act, the top New Jersey act. I mean, do you feel there's any competition here?
Well, we're taller, so we're top.
No, musically, there's no similarities musically, I don't think anyway, so you really can't compare it. He's working in a different musical genre than we are. So, I mean, how can anybody be bigger than Springsteen? Let's put it that way, you know? You've got Sinatra and
He's
Springsteen.
one of those Hoboken bands.
Critters.
Yeah, the Critters.
I want to say hi to Wayne and Sally at the Broadway.
You know they're going to edit that stuff out.
Not that, right?
Maybe not.
No,
We'll
no.
see.
No, 'cause saying competition between us and Bon Jovi is like comparing apples and oranges, you know. It's two different ball games altogether.